is for airport a gift from Pierre.
This is a story of a political decision by the Government of Canada that resulted in a ruthless land grab. On March 2nd, 1972, the federal and Ontario governments jointly announced plans for a second Toronto International Airport and the new town of Cedarwood in Pickering Township. Then came an avalanche of protests from everywhere. In October, expropriation notices went out. People lost land that had been in the family for generations. Others took the money and ran. Others held their ground and fought. The battle lasted 3.5 years. People or planes used every weapon in their arsenal, from leaked reports to legal briefs to street theater.
Just a mile north of here, we ran an Earth Days festival one year and attracted huge crowds. We had just an incredible gathering and a lot of positive energy to try to will this airport to kind of see some common sense and stop their blind, full ahead progress at the cost of intellect.
In August 1975, bulldozers leveled the first house. Local area residents are stunned at the destruction. They visit the site, which is nothing more than a pile of rubble across the road from Ernie Crothers' farm. Ernie Crothers is the last holdout on federal land trying to save the farm that has been in his family for generations. Pop organizes a party at the farm. It is an emotional tribute to Ernie. The house is boarded up, and Ernie moves out. That night, Ann Howes, Francis Moore, and Brenda Davies take up residence in Ernie Crothers' boarded-up house and defy the bulldozers.
I didn't know those women well, but they had fantastic energy and spirit. And I think that symbolically that was one of the big stands.
Within an hour of the announcement, the padlock gates to the site are opened by security guards, and anti-airport campaigners drive through from all directions, honking horns. That evening, 200 Pop troops squeeze into 2 rooms in the farmhouse to cheer on their conquering general, Dr. Charles Godfrey. 3 years, 7 months, and 25 days after they began the fight, Pop members have a victory party.
Oh, we had a great party that night.
So a lot of people became aware of it, and gradually there was a big public feeling that this shouldn't happen, and the public pressure on the politicians, and it essentially got canceled. But we did get expropriated. We're standing on federal land now. They own this property, and you know, the bureaucrats are still there saying, well, we'll get that airport in yet.
For the next 20 years, Transport Canada continued to quietly plan an airport. In July 1998, a small article appeared in the Toronto Star announcing the federal government's intention to declare the Pickering lands as an airport site. It was met with immediate opposition.
The sheer size of the rally caught them off guard. You know, when we showed up with the placards and stuff, they were assembled across the street at the Hub Plaza and marched across.
The government bowed to public pressure, deferred airport designation, and buried the process in a stakeholders committee to explore the alternatives.
This is an issue that I really think is being mishandled, is causing a lot of people a lot of grief unnecessarily, and we need to fix it, and I need your help to do that. And so I asked for GTA Caucus to support my request for a moratorium on all evictions, on all demolitions.
We seem determined in Southern Ontario to pave every ounce of farmland we've got, and Lord knows as we head into the next millennium, we don't need airports. We need fresh water, fresh food, and fresh air. That's what we need. And we have got by sheer dumb luck, an enormous opportunity here for all those things right on the doorstep of the most populated area in Canada. And in the process, we will create a new paradigm. We will actually take advantage of this unbelievable and unlikely opportunity to create a land trust, a huge urban park, organic farms. My goodness, the possibilities are endless.
For 30 years they haven't learned. And what says that the opposition went away? We're still here.
Our spirit lives on. We will prevail.
Today, the citizens of Pickering continue the battle against the Government of Canada to stop the airport and save the land.